209 now episodes. That's quite a lot, isn't it? If you double that, say I do 2 hours per video, it's going to be about 218 video hours. Quick maths, what on me. Anyway, I don't know why I mentioned that. This isn't a dog video. It may have a dog in it, but it's not a dog video. Today's quite an exciting day because I finally had some paint delivered, and I don't want to bore you. My son does diving. One of the guys at diving, he is restoring an Austin 3000. Very nice. Not the first car he's done, so I've been chatting to him about how to go about things and taking some advice and this, that and the other. Been very helpful. So we're going to start with some primer. Exciting. Now he has really strongly, in fact, insisted that for this job it's best to use an epoxy type primer, which I've purchased, recommended from him. It does involve using the air gun. I mean, like, brace yourselves. This is going to be similar videos to me starting to weld the first time. It's going to be shocking. Just accept it. Never done it. Done a few rattle cans, of course I have. Air guns, never. In fact, I don't think I've ever even switched a compressor on. Never used a compressor. So, I'm relying on you guys to tell me what I'm doing wrong. The great news is all I'm going to be doing is the inner wing sections. Black inner wing, black primer, let's go. I don't think it's going to even need to be painted over the top. May need a little bit of filler. I'm not that bothered. What I am going to do though, before I do anything, is tidy up, because it's a right dusty, horrible mess in here. I'm also going to do quite a lot of prep work, which I'm going to run through with you now, so that you can see what I'm doing. So it's going to be an hour of messing around before you probably see the next clip in earnest. So fun times. To give you a review of how shit everything is in here. I mean, it's an absolute mess. Total disgrace. I haven't been able to sit there to do work for ages. Still love the chair. It's the best thing ever. I mean, the reason the camera's wobbly as well, I can't even bloody find the camera stand. So I am going to spend a lot of time tidying up. Oh, actually, and before I go on, so there's lots of little things I do. So a few episodes back, when I got in a right old grump, struggled to get this prop shaft front thing off. A few comments said, oh, you might need a special tool, and you're right, you do on the Morris Minor. So I did this amazing thing, and I bought Haynes manual, vintage Haynes manual, £2, eBay. It isn't a special thing. It just says put the handbrake on, chock the wheels, and you should be able to get the nut off. So great news. I will get onto that eventually, not now. On other news, oh look, I've got some more surface rust. I wonder where that's coming from. It is the roof. You can see some water stains now. So let's hope I don't do a rod hole. And this is the last video as I'm scrambling around on the roof trying to fix it. The roof is bad. I knew it. Well, it's not bad. It's just done quickly and cheaply, you know. It needs a proper roof. At the moment, it's got like a corrugated. Well, why don't I show you? I'll show you. I mean, this has nothing to do with the car. My God. Let's see if I can even show you. So it's like a corrugated sheet. It's rubbish. Yeah, there it is. That's where I work. That's what's keeping the car up. I sold the old chassis, by the way. I think it was 16 quid for it from a guy that is restoring a pickup truck. So I was very concerned that actually I'd sold it and could have got more for it in scrap. But no, he is going to do something with it. Lovely bloke. Happy for it to go to a good home. What was I going to show you? Oh yeah, I was going to show you the box. So this, as you can see, I've missed it several times because I have a job. So I can't open it. I'll open it later. But it's the recommended stuff from the bloke that I know and trust. The compressors there, never switched on. This was kindly donated. Again, diving. It turns out if you want to if you want to meet lovely people that have lots of stuff and keen for you to succeed, take your kids diving, like as in like plop diving, not sort of diving. I don't live in Hawaii, so yeah, I told him about it. He was restoring a Volkswagen Beetle in the 90s. He went to put the... See, I don't know too much about Beetles, but I think it's like a tub, isn't it? It's like a tub and a body on top. He bought it, half finished, took it to pieces. Well, he didn't take it to pieces. It came in 2 parts, I think. He then he did all the body work, went to put it back on top, and everything was twisted and it didn't align by about sort of 2 inches at one point. So he gave up, and that was the end of that. So there you go. I mean, hopefully we won't get to that point on here, but you never know. But I am keen to just, get some paint on the old girl. I think we're there, aren't we? We're virtually on reassemble. So let's get on with that. But like I say, the very, very first thing I need to do is tidy this shit up. I mean, it's so messy. It's so messy. And I'm going to take this door off. So as well, because I know it fits, kind of. I can then also tidy up through there. Flatten it all off a little bit. The only bit of a problem is this bit here. I just wish I'd, there. It's pretty bad. It's not bad. It's just frustrating. I need to get some treatment onto this because I'm just noticing a little bit of surface rust getting on there. So, yeah, this all needs protecting, doesn't it? It's starting to go a little bit crusty-ish. So let's get into there as well and give that a blast over. Likewise with the hair and along here. So, job number 1. Tidy the hell up. That's going to take ages. Hoover up. Get as much dust out of here as I can. Job number 2. Grind down all the welds that I can on this side. Job number 3. Mess around with the compressor. See if it works. Fingers crossed. If not, that'll be the end of the video. Job number 4. Have a go. And then I've got to clean up, I think, well, no, I do, but I don't know how. I have to clean off all the epoxy out of the gun. There's a gun in there somewhere. And this little thing here I bought is an entire kit. So it's got thinners, it's got the epoxy, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, an interesting afternoon. I'm hoping we will actually get some paint on the car. Looks like it needs it. Quite surprised with the amount of rust I just saw. Not rust, but surface rust that's starting to form on the inside. That's not even getting wet. Kind of should have known it, really. But let's get on that, clean it all up, and prevent all this hard work from getting any worse. So, I think the next shot will probably be this tidied up. Well, that transition was going to be really fancy. Like, like, wow, what a change. But I haven't actually finished. I'm all hot and sweaty. Yeah, pushed the car off the wheelie thing. You can see it's got squished into the foam. Another little thing, but we're getting there. Maybe the next one will be like, there you go. That was crap, wasn't it? Fixed it. Boys came in and we just lifted the back up, and youngster, he's not that young, shoved the dolly underneath. So wallop. Good hoover up, good tidy up, put things away. Can swing a cat now. Lovely. So yeah, I'm going to focus on just this inner wing here and just this part here for today. I want to just mess around, see how I get on. Not too worried too much about overspraying stuff. I am around the chassis. I'd like to keep that nice and clean. The rest of it I'm not too worried about at this moment in time. I'm going to try and keep it to the inner wing, but everything else is going to get worked at. Now, for me, this is just a big experiment to see how I get on. If I need to use filler, if there's any holes. I mean, I think I've spotted most of them, but there'll definitely be some more, I'm sure. And what I do with them. I do have some filler. I've got some hole filler and some light filler. But first things first, I think I'm going to fire up the compressor and just get used to it, see what it does, see what it's about. and then I can use the air to blast out some of this dust and sort of filings, I suppose it is really. Be a good way just to get used to it. Then I'll get the wire brush out, clean everything up that I need to. Actually, no, I won't, I'm lying to you. I'll get the grinder out first and bring that all back, and then wire brush all the paint. Oh, I just realised actually. So yeah, I'm not going to prime this section because that's going to have colour, which I believe is going to be a grey paint, which I haven't got. But I can do all the inside. It's important to stop that little bit of rust spreading. So yeah, get this thing set up and let's see how we get on. Here we are. The guy that had this is a really nice bloke, and he's one of those guys, it's nothing like me, and he's organised and careful. So I have the original instruction manual. So here we are. Before starting, air inlet, filters, oils, first start. Well, this thing has been sitting around for probably 30 years. So I'm going to assume this is going to be like a first start. So having a quick read through, make sure everything is as it is, and that it's going to function relatively safely. Now my only real concern was maybe rust, but it really is surface on there. I don't think it's going anywhere, but I will probably, when I switch it on, not be in the room. But first I've got to take this cover off. So, fit air filter into inlet air in figure 1. So you can see that. I don't have that, but I do have an air filter, which is 30 years old and quite literally turned to dust. So if I was to switch that on, it would have just been... I bet you watch this. Look at that. Ooh, I'm going to make it turn to nothing. I've just hoovered up. Oh, what a load of old shit. So let's get the last bit out of there. That. Oh, well, brilliant. I've just snapped that off. Well done, me. I'll zip tie it to there. There you go. Disaster over. I've got a feeling I'm going to have problems with this. Foreshadowing. Anyway, I'm going to make a new air filter out of a sponge. It's going to be better than the old one. Right, and I can do that now. This isn't really what I was expecting to be doing today, but hey, it is what it is. There you go, new filter, lovely. Zip tied on, contacts are away from any metal. Not so lovely, but it'll do. Oil filling procedure, except model NAG 700-2. Well, I know this is model number NAG 750, I believe. Let's double check. I believe it's NAG. Where is it? NAG 950. Okay, so according to this, it should apply to us. Lean the compressor over to an angle until the oil level drops below the bottom of the sight glass, figure 2. Okay. Remove sight glass by turning counterclockwise with a suitable spanner or socket. Okay. Add small amount of oil at a time, replace the sight glass and level. Oh, only use recommended oil SAE20 and never let the oil fall below the centre of the... Oh, right, well I haven't got SAE20. Maybe this is a shorter video than I expected. Is that oil? No, it's not oil. Lock, unlock. Anybody got an idea where this oil thing is? Daily check. Okay, it says check oil. Fine. Check air filter, which I've done. And then drain tank, which I haven't done. Where is this oil? Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off and have a look around properly. Weird. These are different instructions for the wrong tool. So, in fairness, this is for this kind of compressor here. And the dogs are woofing bloody things. So I don't have any of this. And if you look at this image here, it sort of shows this back grill part here, which I don't have. If you look at this picture here, it shows maximum, minimum, blah, 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 blah. So I don't have this. Now this is what came with the machine, because if you look at here, model number NAG 950. So it's not right. So I'm going to go online, it's going to be hilarious, and see if there's any instructions or any advice on there. If not, I'm going to phone this number here, or maybe even fax them. That'd be helpful. Oh, maybe it was made in 2000, so it's only 25 years old. So a little bit of research, more research. Let's go. I'm going to go and shout at the dogs before I do anything else. As you can imagine, the internet had absolutely sod all to offer. But I think I've worked out how a compressor works. Worked for me. So it's obviously just a crankshaft running off the electric motor with a counterbalance, going into a conrod, going into a little piston. Very cool. And that piston is compressing air. It's like a one-stroke engine, but that's not, is it? It's just a whatever. So if it needed oil, it'd need it in there, in the cylinder, I'd imagine. And unless I'm going bloody mad, there's nowhere to put oil into that cylinder. So I did do a search. You can get oilless compressors. I mean, it seems to be moving very nicely. I wonder if it doesn't look like you put anything in there. Oh, there you go. So that's just like a little valve in there. Let's chuck that back in. So, I mean, please comment if you know anything about this, but I don't think it takes oil. So I'm going to switch it on, watch it catch fire, burn the garage down, and then I'll just stick to making dog videos. Far less effort. You're on. Look, I tidied up and I found the tripod. So let's switch it on together. If I die, this will be a great YouTube short. That's on. Oh, that's on. Switch that off. Right. I need to just loosely put that on. Okay, good start. Not dead. I do have two sets of RCBs. 1, 2, and the RCBO, so that should be all right. Power on. Now this switch here, it clicks past off, so I don't know if that's right or not. But then it goes to there. So let's just click it to off. I'm worried this switch might be faulty. So I'm actually going to, you know what? I'm that worried, I may even put a glove on. So let's see what happens. Okay, so power's on. Let's switch it on. Right, I'm going to have a look at the gauge, see what we need to do with that. I haven't got an end on it, actually, thinking about it. I probably need to put an end on it, don't I? Yeah. Let's put this end on it. Is that right? That doesn't look right. think I've got a nozzle. That's going to cause a problem, isn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but there should definitely be something on the end here. Then we're going to have a look at my box of bits, but I think that might be the end of it. Like, no, that's not the end of it, because there isn't the end of it. Maybe the end of... Oh, you get it. It is the end, isn't it? That bit, because I've taken it apart and I've had a look. So that bit's... I think these bits kind of... Technical. Right. Let's put that on there. That's on. Oh! Can you hear that? There's some air coming out. Great. So it's got 2 gauges with bar, inlet and outlet, similar to the air cylinder, the regulator I imagine on the welder. So let's see what happens. Right, the reason I stopped that is because I want to read the instructions a bit more. I shouldn't have really started it without going beyond what I did. So let's do some more reading, see exactly what I'm doing. Although I haven't really got the right instructions. Right, I've got that running. It says leave it for 5 minutes. I think it's set at 110 PSI. I'm going to go and check on the kids. Okay, we'll hear the dogs. Can you get the dogs in, please, Adam? That was my fault. It's the beauty of having kids. You really are a useless dog. Actually, you're not a useless dog. You're a pea-brain dog. Right, so stop making noise. Has it exploded? No, it's all still here. So let's see what happened. So we are at... So I guess that's about... Yeah, it's about 110 PSI. About 7 bar. There we are. So that works. Let's well, I probably shouldn't be using this. Let's just give it a go. Yeah, look at that. It's when we find everything is made of rust. And actually we do this on the engine bay, there's nothing left. Is this meant to be starting back up again? Hey! That works! Great! So how long does that stay up for? This is boring, isn't it? If you're trying to get to sleep to this, sorry, it's probably not helping. That was satisfying. Woo, woo, woo. Great, isn't it? Right, next job. Wire brush all this. And grind down in there so I can get some paint on it. Ah, this is cool. Boys and their toys, eh? Oh, I'll have another go. That's so much fun. Right, let's get the angle grinder going. So, got that about as bright as I can. I've got a wire wheel everywhere. I need to take out some tech screws. You know, please, I know this is well, the first time I've ever done it. Let's give it a go. In here, I've managed to get everything nice and bright again. I tried to, I've taken out the worst bits. It's going to have carpet over it. It's going nowhere. This didn't get any worse, thankfully, so I'm not too worried about down there. So, let's give it a go, eh? Get a bit of paint on the old girl. I'm going to put a bag or something around the arm, but that will get sprayed. Will it get sprayed? Painted? I could just take it off, I suppose. Well, I'll just do that. It'd be a better thing to do, wouldn't it? I'll do that. Noticed I could do with putting a bit of a weld in there. See, I managed to get to here, but I didn't get all the way up. Let's put something in there at least, because just on the other side is the suspension. So let's beef that up a little bit. It'll take 2 seconds. There you go. Got it to the corner there. So let's give it a good clean off. Roll this back. Read the paint instructions which are in that box. Come on. Oh, I gave off taking the Shocker's armour. Not Shocker's armour, that thing off. Just I'm worried. I'm really worried that behind there it's all going to fall to bits. So left it on. I'm scared. Since we've done an unboxing, ooh. So let's see what we've got in this beauty here. So firstly, we have some. I was going to try to make a joke. Couldn't think of one. So this is a beginner's kit. So apparently, it's got everything you need to crack on. So it looks like some mixing cups, which is great. I don't have that. This is pre-paint panel wipe. Oh, I've just been using brake cleaner. Fantastic. So I can use this to give it another good going over. Oh, bloody. Oh, God. Ah. Yay. I haven't planned this, have I? What's that? Armour Guard Epoxy Mastic Steel Renovation Paint Component A. Rustbusters award winning. I wonder what award it was nominated for. Best Actor. Winning Epoxy Mastic. Primer. High build primer finish can be used on steel. There you go. Kind of what we want, I guess. Thinners. Well, that's not much, is it? So, and hopefully there's some instruction. Oh no, what's this? Steel Renovation Paint Component B. Okay. Oh, well, I suppose epoxy, as I know it, is a type of glue. So we have an activator and a. Oh, there's no instructions. Right. Oh, got some sticks. I want to chew. Oh, look at this. Right. Okay. I'm going to switch the camera off. Have a proper. There are instructions. Believe it or not. On here. So it's a mixture of 3 to 1. 3 being A, B being that one. Leave for 10 minutes. Thinners no more than 20%. I won't be using much. High build primer, high build nozzle. So this is something I didn't even think about. Been looking it up. 33 is a high build. Thankfully, hang on, I've got a cough. Sorry about that. 33 is high build, but you could adjust it as well. Got markings on here which I haven't quite worked out, but we'll sort it out. Oh yeah, paint. Oh, I see. You go to 1, 1 and 1. Got it. And I've got to, first of all, I've got to put this on. Apply with a lint-free cloth. Pre-paint panel wipe. Extremely flammable. We like this stuff. So let's give this a wipe down. Mix up the paint. And give it a go. This is going to be fun and a disaster. I'm expecting a few comments. That's very strong stuff. I'm quite drunk now. It actually got a lot of overspray from the underbody that I hadn't realised was there. So far, so good. Let's start setting up the paint. Messy painting is right. Mixed up now. Let's put that in the. Let's put that in there now. Actually, before it activates too much. And then switch the compressor on. Shit, only got 10 minutes. On auto. Paint in spray gun. Goggles. Vitally important. Mask, vitally important. Now, if I'm going to spray the whole car, well, I don't know. I'm doing it bit by bit, aren't I, on this car? I'm very well ventilated in here. Let's see how we get on with this primer. This really is a trial. I do know that other precautions are probably going to be needed, but for what's going to take maybe 5 minutes, maybe less, maybe more, I just don't know. Let's see how we get on. Also aware that I'll need to take off the valance and the grill and everything to get into things properly, which I will do. So this test here will be a learning exercise. So and then after this I can then get everything else ready. So I can get the other side ready. I can get the engine bay ready inside the car. So it'll be a good old spray up in epoxy primer at some point. This isn't that point. There's lots of things to do. So this side, then maybe the other side, suspension, and then everything else. Not spraying the suspension, putting it on so I can move the car around. But anyway, I'm rambling. I'm trying to fill time because I'm waiting 10 minutes for this thing. So make up the tripod and you can see how I get on. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Again, comments welcome. Tell me what to do. Cheers. Right, that's 10 minutes gone. Let's give this a go, eh, guys? Let's see how we get on. Wish me luck. Never done this before. Right, I don't know what happened there. Well, I do. I'll go through it at the end. Right, that'll do for the time being. I'm going to let it air in here a little bit, and I'll show you what the hell just happened. Well, I learned something. The roof ain't leaking as bad as I thought it was. Jesus. And it's dry. It's all right. So, must be a little slow, persistent one. That's heavy. Anyway, there we go. I'm going to have to talk up a bit because it really is very heavy rain. I've been cleaning the pots Well, I haven't cleaned the pot. That's done for, isn't it? I've cleaned the hose and the gun, and oh, there you go. I need to put the lid on the thinners, or there'll be none left. Hang on. So what have I learned? I'm a messy bastard. I knew that. Crikey, look at that. That's pretty bad. So the nozzle's got a plus and a minus dial on it. Didn't notice that before. Should have really. You'd have think plus would have meant put more on. So when I was doing plus, I think it was making it worse. And then you'll notice I started fiddling around. When I didn't notice, I switched the camera off. I thought it was blocked or broken. This is... Oh. I mean, my life, honestly. Useless dog. Yeah, so I put a bit heavy on there. Doesn't matter. None of this matters, by the way. It's going to maybe get a fill. I don't think it is. It might get a little fill, but, you know, it is honest. It is what it is. It went on quite nicely. If this was a finish coat, it would be dog shit. That's for sure. So, not going to do that, obviously, with the finish. I think I do need to practice. Maybe practice on something that doesn't matter, like maybe those old wheel arches you can see on the van there. Now they're rusty. They're going to be replaced. They're just trailer ones. On the van, on the back, whatever. So I need to practice. That is for sure. I need to dial it in, get the settings going, find out exactly what's what. But I mean, there's been really good things today. It worked. It actually worked, and it worked really well. I've pushed the button. Let's switch it off at the mains. I need to get the air out of it, so I'll do that. But I am super pleased, you know. We've come so far. Put some paint on it. I mean, before, there was nothing to put paint on. It was totally rusted out. Started doing a bit of spraying. Learned how to do some welding. I had a bit of reflection. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to jump in and put some welds in. God, you know, I was just as nervous about welding as I was painting today. So every day is a learning day, I guess. Love to get some feedback. I'd love to get your thoughts on how to approach this and if I'm doing it right, how to use the equipment properly. Really, really would appreciate it. I do know that I need to do a better setup for the actual final painting. I probably need to get some extra heat in here. I'll probably drape some some film or some plastic around here, and then get an extractor system rigged up. I do know that's very important. But do remember, actually, barely any car here to paint. You know, I've got 2 wings, 2 doors. I mean, that's it. I mean, what you see there is the bodywork that's going to be painted. You know, it's not body shop wise. Bugger all, isn't it? It's not even half a normal size car. It's nothing. So there is that to think about when making comments and giving me advice. It's not a huge limousine with panels and quarter panels. It's all bolt on. It's all very simple. And honestly, as long as it looks okay, travelling at 20 miles an hour down the street, that's all I really want. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up. That was a good 4 hours there messing around. Lots of lessons learnt. Big, big, big move forwards. Really, really good. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And thanks for all the support. And thanks for putting up with the dog videos. They're going to keep going. One has already got 4,000 views. Can you believe that? It's just a dog. Anyway, world's gone mad. See you soon.